Thanks, Charismatic Cook, for this opportunity of sharing a little bit of information with you guys. I don't know how many of you guys out there have nail fungus yourselves or know somebody with nail fungus. This is something that's near and dear to me, and we'll talk about it in a minute. But before we do that, I wanted to introduce you, if you don't know the plants, to the plants. Behind me here to the right is the Kalanchoe pinnata, also known as the air plant. And we have the Kalanchoe diagromatiana, Espinazo del Diablo, or Devil's Backbone, alligator plant. These are all medicinal from the Kalanchoe family. This is the Gastones Bonieri, or donkey ear plant. This is a baby. This is just a baby too. This is mother of thousands. Okay, the mother of thousands gets little plantlets on the edges as she grows. And then the Kalanchoe granata. This is also a family member, medicinal, and is closely related to the Gastones. And Otoni, Kalanchoe Otoni. Okay, now that you've met some of the medicinal ones, and there's about 130 Kalanchoe varieties, and 15 or so have been studied and determined to be medicinal. There may be more, but probably the ones that have shown you are the ones that are most commonly studied. Pinnata probably being the most. Okay, there's a lot of people out there that have been suffering from nail fungus, including myself, for a long time. Myself, I've been suffering with it for about 40 years. It's been an ongoing battle. And in my case, there's a genetic component to it because my father suffered from it, his grandmother suffered from it, and I don't know how many more grandparents beyond that suffer from it. But it has a genetic component as well as an age component. Now, if your immune system, because you're getting older, your immune system has been compromised, you could be the victim or have an opportunistic place for the fungus to grow. I have been, like I say, been battling it for 40 years. Now, when I first started cutting my toenails, I used this nail clipper here. Okay, this is the one that everybody knows. When that no longer did the job, I graduated to one that was a little bit bigger, had a little bit bigger opening, maybe it was a little bit sharper. The one that I've been using for the last few years is this one here. Okay, this is still a nail clipper, a little bit more industrial strength nail clipper because of the thickness and the strength of the nails. Haven't graduated to this one yet. This is a wire cutter that's in your tool chest for your mechanic. Okay. This is the one that my father used. He let the disease progress to that point to where nothing else would be sufficiently strong or sharp enough to cut his nails. So a little over 20 years ago, I went to a doctor, a well-known doctor in San Diego that specialized in nail fungus. Looked him up, and so gave him a try. And he told me, he says, okay, I want to get realistic with this. And he says, well, the fungus begins in your nail bed. And that's why a lot of these creams and things like that you'll see for sale don't generally cure it. They maybe just kind of like cover it up a little bit. Put like a coat of paint on that rust. But it doesn't resolve the problem. How do I do that? And he said, well, you need to have it in your blood. The blood supply go into your nail bed, needs to have the medicine to be able to kill the fungus at its source because it's in your nail bed. It's not just on the top. No, a topical treatment is not going to fix it. This medicine was rather expensive, and the reason it was expensive is because the insurance said it was kind of an aesthetic thing. It wasn't something that was life-saving. It was something that was more or less cosmetic. And this is 20 years ago. I don't know recently if the rules have changed. I doubt it. It was kind of expensive, but it was something that I dealt with so long that I was willing to spend the money to do it. And the doctor told me I had to have my liver checked every 30 days to make sure, have blood drawn, etc., to make sure it wasn't damaging my liver. Because with some people, this particular medicine was strong enough to kill the fungus, but it also could cause you some liver damage. So after doing it for 90 days and it was starting to clear up, I began to weigh, okay, liver damage versus nail fungus that I've been dealing with for about 20 years. And I decided the nail fungus is something I could live with, and the liver damage wasn't something that I could risk. And so I'd just been going my merry way and letting the disease do what it was doing. Well, not too long ago, I, working with Charismatic Cook, and told her my story from way back when, and she says, well, have you tried using Kalanchoe? No, I haven't tried using the Kalanchoe for that. I have tried it. I did have a little bit of experience with gastritis with it. She recommended it, and it worked. And so I had some faith in the fact that it would possibly work for me. But I changed my diet, altered it to where I'm eating 85–90% vegetables for the most part, meat rarely, and fruit. And it's something that God provided, and taking it easy on eating meat, only eating that now and then. Changing my diet, using the Kalanchoe in tintura, I've noticed a great improvement in my uñas, in my nails. And you can see from the big toe is the most infected. At the very base in the nail bed, as it's coming out, it's now healthy and pink. That's the way it should be coming out. Hopefully that's how your toes are. But if your toes are like mine, the Kalanchoe can help you with your nail fungus. Not a doctor, but I can tell you that it works for me. It's not causing problems in my liver. I've changed my diet, like I say, and I'm taking this, and it's going away. So if God provided it, as God provided the plants, I have a very strong faith in God that He will illuminate the path and show you what to do to be able to make your situation better. God wants us to be healthy. God wants us to be happy. We're not here to suffer. But I have faith that it will help you. If you eat right, remember, you are what you eat. So if you eat right, you take care of your body, you exercise, you get rest, and you give yourself, your immune system, a little bit of help with the use of tinctures, whether from Kalanchoe or whether for something else. If you do the right thing, you'll have good results. And thanks for watching. I've been very happy to be here with you, sharing this little bit of information that's helped me in my life a lot. And I am desirous to help you in your life. Thank you for watching.